My name is Pauline Navarro. I'm doing this video for ATSU Integumentary Physical Therapy 804, and I have already begun the drawing that begins this. Here is the necrotic tissue. I'll be drawing the rest with the bone and the like. Actually, I'll do some of it now so you can see that I'm doing it. Here will be the bone. And shortly I'll turn off the camera because you don't have to watch me do it all, I don't think. Okay. So there's the bone and the necrotic tissue. And we'll go ahead and turn the camera off now, and I'll be back after I'm done drawing everything.
You're on.
Okay, so I just completed the drawing, as you can see here. And I will now label it. Here's B for bone. I'm going to have to take it off for writing purposes. Here we go. Necrotic tissue. Muscle. Muscle. I will record the rest off camera. So Bob, if you could turn it off, please, I'll finish writing. Okay, so here you have the plastic with the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock initials for poor Charlotte. Her initials are PC. And we have bone and the necrotic tissue here. Muscle, the crosshatch, I'll scan it in a minute. After I measure the wound on the flesh and on the plastic. I'm going to use the metric here. And go lengthwise. The longest part, there we go, is, wow, 3.8
centimeters
by the narrowest part here. Wow, exactly 2 centimeters. So 3.8 by 2 centimeters. Let me write that down. On wound. And now on the plastic, this will be interesting. The longest part, interesting, I couldn't quite see it as well on that maybe, is 3.7 by the narrowest part, 1.8 centimeters. So I also have a little differential. I think I'd probably be more comfortable if I were doing this for practice. I follow whatever the facility guidelines are, but I would probably weigh just plastic. It would make more sense for me. So what's that difference? Go ahead and turn it off and I'll do the math.
0.1, 0.2.
Okay, so I'm going to write the measurements from the plastic on the plastic itself, which was 3.7 by 1.8 centimeters. So 3.7 by 1.8 centimeters, and that equaled 6.7 centimeters squared. 6.7 meters, there you go, as compared to the other one, which was 7.6 centimeters squared. Okay, let's put this here so the camera can see it better. I'll put it against a white background. There you go. Poor Charlotte's wound on the plastic. I hope that's pretty visible so you can see it. How's that working, Bob? Can you see it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I have a child coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera. I hope that you could see that okay. I'll get back to you in a minute. Bye.
Or you can make it closer.
Bye. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to hold the number 10 scalpel between my third and fourth fingers and with my thumb, like that. Ah, excuse me, there we go. And I'm going to carefully shave the thin part off of here, keeping my tip up and using the big part of the curve. Okay, that was a good one. I didn't go too deep. And still not too deep. That's good. Sorry about my son there. You can see a little bit there. It's interesting. This is definitely a good learning. Trying to take it out without pulling it. I don't want to pull. Okay. You can see my forearms are on the table. There we go. I got a good one on that time. Practice makes perfect. My feet are flat on the floor. I'm turned a little bit toward the camera, which I normally would not be, of course. Actually, you should probably show that. I think she needs to see my body position. Okay. Yeah, wow, this is interesting. Okay, there we go, got that one. Without pulling. And what I will do then is turn the camera off now and work on this one. And come back and show you the finished product. Okay, we're back on for a moment to show you that I do know how to put my forearms on the table and light, not turning toward the camera. And also to point out right here, I just made a too deep cut. You hopefully can see it's white. So that was a good experience. And the practice is reminding me how critical it is to keep the point visualized and up and out and just use the curve. I don't think I put the point there, but it did bring home the critical point. All right, so I'm going to get back to work, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay.
Right.
Oh boy, nice timing. Sorry about the kid. So practice does indeed make perfect. I wouldn't even think of doing this on a patient until I practiced more. However, as time went by, I did get the idea of holding it like this. It got more comfortable. And being very careful to be very shallow and just scrape. I was thinking more in terms of getting it over with for patient comfort, but I think taking more time and just scraping off little tiny pieces, as you can see here. Bob, can they see it okay with that? You can see I got a couple big pieces. That's not very good. And a lot of little pieces. And over here, 3 times, there's little white skin. This one was an error. I think I just went too deep. And then I kept thinking I could get less pink, but still stay pink. But you get down a little bit to that pinker areas. You go more than that, boom, you're into the white skin. So that was good. So there you go. I don't know if you can see that. Can they see it? The red spot?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And well, I'll move on to the next one. So I'm using the curved part of the number 15, and I'm making sure it's carefully stabilized here. And I will have my forearms here. I'll keep turning for the camera. All right, here we go. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that was a good cut. Yeah, just blue there. That's good. Let's see. Yep, still good. Wow. Oh, that might have been too deep. Let's find out. Nope, it was not. Getting the hang of this, I guess. Let's see. Nope. I'm going to make a deeper one just to see how deep I can go. Let's see if I hit white on that one. Still no white. This blue must have really penetrated. Now I'm going to turn it around and go the other way. okay, there I went into white. That was too far. I don't know if you can see it there. I know it's a point, but I'm going to separate to see. Maybe you'll have to trust me on that. It went too far. Not the point, just the curve. And that's a good one. Another good one. Huh. Another good one. And these are all good. So I have one white one, which was good to do. And then you can maybe see the cross hatches. Well, it's hard to see. I hope you can see them. There's the white one. Okay?
Hold up close.
Oh, hold closer, he says. All right.
Even closer.
Even closer. All right. It's hard to see with that dark color. Okay. Thanks. Turn it off. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to debride the necrotic tissue. The blue there. As you can see, it's stabilized ham hock. I'll be holding my forceps like this because I can stabilize the end better than this way. There we go. I'll be holding my scissors in the 3-point. You can see here. To keep it nice and stable with the point up and cutting a third to a half back along the curved part. Alright, here we go. Let's give this a try. Here we go. Okay. I'm taking the necrotic tissue I cut off and putting it on the paper towel. There we go. And up. It's interesting. Now it works to keep that point up. Much less likely to poke it looks like. Yeah, it's nice. Okay, I will finish the rest off camera and come back and show the results. Okay, I think I've come to the end of this debridement for what I would feel comfortable doing. There's some, I hope the camera shows it, there's some coloring in a sort of little canyon-like fold here that I would not go into because I wouldn't be able to see what's there. I'm not sure it would be appropriate to pull it apart and dig in there. I would think I'd cause more damage. I'm going to call this done. It worries me to go more because I have made a couple little, I think, too far here. Yeah, it's a little bit too skin colored, too flesh colored here for my taste. And the rest is paler blue than it was, and I think, almost see through it. But I would rather take, if this were my leg, I'd want to take the more cautious approach, keep it pale blue and use enzymatic or autolytic, maybe even mechanical, probably not, way of getting rid of the remaining necrotic tissue. Oh, let me show you. Here we go. Does that show, Bob?
Yep.
Okay, good. There's a little blue pieces. I think that might have been the one that maybe, from my opinion, went too deep there. And I guess that's it. Thank you.